It is a great satisfaction to greet you again. I hope you and your pet are well. Today we will talk about the following. Why does your dog's tongue stick out? Your dog uses his tongue to eat and drink, to cool his body, and of course, to give you lots of slobbery kisses. Some dogs, maybe even yours, have the strange but adorable characteristic of sticking their tongue out all the time. Sometimes it's just the tip, other times, his entire language. While this may be a harmless trait, it can also be a sign of health problems. Here I talk about 4 possible reasons why your dog's tongue sticks out. 1. He is incredibly relaxed. The good news is that sometimes a lolling tongue isn't a sign of anything wrong with your dog. Sometimes having your tongue hanging out for long periods of time, but not indefinitely, is a sign of pure relaxation. If your pup has just eaten a delicious meal, played to his heart's content, or is lying next to you with his tongue hanging out for a moment, it could mean that he is in a state of pure bliss. 2. He is panting. When humans get hot, they sweat. When dogs are hot, they pant. Both responses cool the body, and the way they work is actually that they both cause evaporation. The short, shallow breaths that occur when your dog pants help water evaporate from his tongue and upper respiratory tract. That evaporation helps your dog cool down. If your dog is panting a lot, try keeping him in a cool place and reducing physical activity for a while. Make sure he has plenty of water. If the panting continues for a long time even after your dog seems to have cooled down, it may be time to go to the vet, just to be safe. 3. Started a new medication. Introducing new medications into your pup's system could be the cause of his tongue sticking out. If your dog is taking a new medication and exhibits this symptom or any other new symptoms or habits, check with your veterinarian to make sure this is the right medication for your dog or if you should change strategies. 4. Hanging tongue syndrome. Hanging tongue syndrome is exactly what it sounds like. Your dog's tongue hangs out of his mouth and is not a sign of anything more problematic. It is a condition that smaller, brachycephalic, squashed-faced dog breeds, such as pugs, are prone to having due to genetics. It is possible that his tongues are literally too large for the oral cavity, or that breeding has resulted in an abnormal jawbone that does not support the jaw properly. If your dog has an overbite or underbite, he may develop this condition, especially as he ages. But genetics is not the only cause of lolling tongue syndrome in dogs. Severe dental disease can cause rotting of the lower teeth. When these diseased teeth fall out or are extracted, there is no support for the tongue, so it simply comes out and hangs to the side or front. Fortunately, most dogs with this syndrome can enjoy full, happy, and healthy lives without many serious problems. However, you should have the condition checked by your veterinarian, as some oral cancers or masses may also be the reason why your dog's tongue is sticking out. Is there a problem with hanging tongue syndrome? The main problem is an incredibly dry tongue. Imagine how it feels when your lips are incredibly chapped and there is no lip balm in sight. Now imagine that sensation but on the tip of your tongue. This is what dogs with this condition may have to deal with. If your dog has this condition, pay attention to any swelling, bleeding, or cracking of the tongue and seek veterinary help if you notice it. If your dog has lolling tongue syndrome, make sure he has access to plenty of water and that the color of his tongue and gums stays the same, as dogs with this syndrome are also prone to infections and even frostbite on the tongue in colder climates. Discoloration of the tongue and gums is a sign of infection. A sudden onset of this syndrome combined with strange behavior could be a sign of neurological problems. Sometimes lolling tongue is attributed to factors unrelated to genetics. A prevalent factor is advanced dental disease, which can cause the absence of the lower canines. When there is no support for the tongue, it may protrude to one side. Additionally, injuries to the jaw, tongue, or head can cause nerve damage, further contributing to this condition. It is a pleasure to inform you and help you. If you have not subscribed to the channel, you should do it now. Take care of yourself and your furry friend. A hug, and until the next video.